let's jump in with the gameplay trailer. Hopefully it's not too loud. But it's just like actual in-game footage is the thing, because it looks like rendered stuff, but I can't tell unless it looks that good, you know? Oh, that's huge. Love that. Okay, I think that one's actually in-game. Ooh. Oh, that's going to be really annoying. The ladders? Okay. No way. Bro, are we playing Rainbow Six Siege? Is this what's happening? We're playing Rainbow? Not the Brit. Oh my god. Oh my god, the destructibility. Okay, here's the thing. I could never get a hang of the flying in this game in any of the vehicles in the air. I was always so bad with that. Dude, this looks really good, actually. Okay. So this is interesting because already the vibe to me is so much better than what 5 was. Well, I mean, 5. I mean, what is it? 2042. It's already way cooler to me than the previous one, which is, if you guys remember, that's the one that I reviewed. I'm not specifically the Battlefield audience because I'm more of the close quarters, like smaller team battle stuff. But Battlefield has always been very, very impressive to me with the things that they could do, the different classes and such. So when 2042 came out, it was always something that I wanted to be really good and eventually did get better. But it ended up coming out and being kind of a disappointment to the community. And I remember it being okay, right? Like it played fine. The reason why I gave it the score I did back then, which I think was a 7, was because it was okay, right? It was okay. It wasn't fantastic. It was okay. It played well. Gunplay was fine, whatever. Destructibility and stuff was there. But with 2042, there was a lack of classes, and the biggest thing was the portal where you could make any kind of battlefield you wanted, right? Any with the previous tools, and you had the toolkit to make anything with your developer kit. Yeah. So that was the biggest thing that brought it back up to the score that I gave it. This already resonates a little bit better with me because it seems like they're focusing on what they're good at. So yeah, let's look at the classes and actual gameplay breakdown, because this is what I'm interested in. Because if they launch it properly with the things that players want, they already have a way better chance of surviving post-launch.
At the core of any great first-person shooter is the
Wait, hold up. We're gonna do this just in case. Also, is this on the highest setting? It almost feels like there's a little bit of lag.
We know the things our players love about Battlefield and are elevating them to an even higher quality.
Oh, there we go. I think it was just that camera.
Our class system is back with new innovations.
Thank God the class system is back, dude.
Intense tactical combat, from the gunplay to the way you move across the battlefield, rebuilt from the ground up. Vehicles that feel weighty, powerful, and can change the tide of war. And of
Is it quiet?
course, destruction. Something Battlefield does unlike anyone else.
Yep. So, okay, hold on. I'm going to be pausing this as we talk about it. So, It's so funny because I know that the finals was something that touted the destructibility in the maps, which I think some of the developers did come over from Battlefield, so that was cool. But let's be real, nothing could do it like Battlefield, and that's one of those things. I'm not a Battlefield person. I am an FPS person, but Battlefield always impressed me with their destructibility. It was really, really cool. And I remember playing the older ones, I think 4, and I remember really liking it. It was always a pain in the ass when your cover would get destroyed, but it was always so fucking cool.
You want the class system back. Assault, Engineer, Support, and Recon.
Yes.
An iconic formula for Battlefield. Each class features a signature weapon set, as well as class-exclusive gadgets and traits that define your role in the squad.
The Assault class are the frontline killers who punch through enemies' defenses to open a way for the rest of the team.
I just can't get over this is just Rainbow Six Siege right here, which is very funny to me.
Handy grenade launcher will rob enemies of their cover, while flashbangs send them scurrying through the line of fire. Cornered by the enemy.
Yeah, I remember
the
liking
shot
4
made
when I
the
revisited
difference
it.
between life and death. Assault's enhanced mobility, combined with the option to throw on an extra primary weapon, makes you a formidable
An
force
extra
that can
primary?
behind enemy lines.
Ooh, okay.
You need a deterrent for tanks, helicopters, fucking jets?
I just realized why the FPS is weird in this video. It's because the background's CGI, and I don't know if they green screen it on, but it doesn't match his FPS. I just realized why it looked so funny. Okay, I can live now.
Calling the engineer.
I understand what happened.
Armed with a satchel filled with rockets and mines, this class is all about being a menace to the vehicles hunting your allies. They're also the only class capable of repairing friendly vehicles,
The
equipment, and
only
weapons.
class. Huh.
The support class is there to pull you.
Okay, but they didn't say that's the only class that can destroy big tanks and weaponry, though, so that's good.
Your ass out of the fire, throwing down supply crates, heals, and ammo to keep you in the fight. Support can lay down deployable cover, intercept
I was always
enemy
the support
grenades
player.
and
I loved
missiles,
being the
and they're
medic.
Masters of the machine gun.
Medics and machine guns?
There's no
Hell
better
yeah.
class to keep your squad in the fight when the odds are against you.
Recon is our tactical mastermind who provides vital information to the squad and stalks the edges of the battlefield, usually with a sniper rifle in hand to pull off the perfect headshot. With drones capable of pinpointing enemy positions, C4 that can cripple tanks and level buildings, and a laser designator that will guide your allies' missiles right to their target.
That's sick. I love that.
Battlefield 6, we've reapproached combat and rebuilt it from the ground up to create an experience the team calls the
Snipers are
kinesthetic
weak
combat
right now in the
system.
game. Aw, boo.
Designed
Come
to
on,
give you a
man.
wider range of tactical and reflexive options during the heat of battle.
I would swap between support and recon because I loved being
being aware of
sniping
what's
or
around
being
you.
a sniper.
How you move, how you shoot, and how to use destruction are all carefully balanced and work together to define this new system.
Yeah, this is classic Battlefield
With Drag and
here.
Revive, you can now cross no man's land to save a downed squad mate by pulling them to safety while reviving them.
That's huge. Yeah, that's. I
You
love
can also
that.
lean and peek around corners. You can mount weapons on walls, crouch while sprinting,
Okay.
and even perform agile rolls while escaping enemy fire.
Ooh, the rolls. I hope we can turn that off in the setting
All
for it to
vehicles
like
have
do
been
the
tuned to be
roll
more
animation.
responsive and intuitive than ever before. Whether you're tearing across the sky in a chopper, raining bullets down on your foes, or rolling through the desert in a tank. The new Hitch a Ride ability lets your squad stay together.
Oh
Expanding the
my
number of
god, you can
spots
just
against
hang on to.
vehicles. And while it's easier to
We don't have to
navigate with
just jump on the
simplified
tank and
control
hope we don't fall off anymore.
Harnessing these war machines' full lethal potential requires the expertise of a pro.
I was always impressed by people who could fly the planes in
We
this
know
game. I could
beyond
never figure it out.
destruction. And for Battlefield 6, we wanted to push destruction even further, both in terms of a spectacle and as a gameplay mechanic. We're debuting
Wow.
a new iteration called Tactical Destruction. It gives you even more options to own the battlefield with countless ways to transform the environment. Wall blocking your way? Try C4, a rocket launcher, or your handy sledgehammer. Squad firing on your team from above? Take out the floor beneath them. Or
This is
blow it
pretty
all up.
cool. I love this.
Climb over the rubble? Problem solved.
All
All these things come together to create a genre-defining, must-play first-person shooter experience you cannot get anywhere else.
Okay. That mid-shoot scope change was pretty sick. So this is, okay. So already from seeing this stuff and then seeing what, bro, is that Timothy Chalamet as a skin? I know it's not, but like immediately the jawline made me think, bitch, is that Timothy Chalamet? Is that Willy Wonka? Oh my God. No, already to me, this feels so much more like what Battlefield should be versus what 2042 was. This already gives me that Battlefield vibe. I feel a lot more like it's a return to form. Again, we're not going to know fully until we actually see it played. And I know people are talking about, oh, the streamers are playing right now. But here's the thing. With watching streamers gameplay, I think it's not going to be a proper telling of what the gameplay is going to be like because the systems that they're on are built specifically to house Battlefield 6 and play it at its peak, right? At the best way that it looks. And also, where they're at, it's a LAN. So they are hardwired into one server. So they're going to get the best ping and latency. So it's not really a proper way to look at how the game is going to feel when it actually comes out at launch, when we get to play it. So that is something to look at. And I know it does look good right now, and I'm sure it will be good when it launches. But the thing is, there are going to be technical issues that I'm sure they're not experiencing right now that are going to happen. The more people you put on the network, the more people you put on the various servers. So that's something to think about. But let's go ahead and take a look at the maps, modes, and Portal, which I'm glad they're bringing back. Portal was huge in 2042. Again, the biggest reason why I brought up the score.
In Battlefield, you and your squad will be battling it out across a world drowning in turmoil. A world filled with epic battles for you to partake in.
Whose consoles or PCs are absolutely going to fry because of the destruction? I have a 40 series and I feel like my PC is going to absolutely be just on fire.
Spaces are built for the experience you want as a player. Whether that's intense, close quarters infantry combat, or large-scale warfare with tanks, choppers, and jets.
Your PS5 is already crying, I know. My Xbox is still in for repair because they found out it's not the power supply. It might be the MOBA.
From Egypt and Gibraltar to Tajikistan and the streets of Brooklyn in the US. At launch, we'll have 9 maps, including a remake of the classic Operation Firestorm from Battlefield 3.
Gibraltar is built to be up close and personal.
9 maps. That's pretty
Smaller
good.
Urban areas designed to support close quarters combat.
Ooh.
Egypt is all about
Interesting.
infantry and land vehicles. While Tajikistan boasts scale with epic settings that capture our all-out war experience. Then there's Brooklyn.
I like
bringing
this
the
one.
best of both scale and close quarters combat.
All of these maps are built to support any of our variety of modes with custom layouts that we call combat zones that have been rigorously playtested and iterated to ensure a thrilling, authentic Battlefield experience.
Can I just, okay. Why the fuck would you step out and
Iterated to ensure a thrilling, authentic...
who the fuck is this guy thinking he's the main character just walking in front of a fucking tank? How did he think that was gonna go? I know this is just a gameplay thing, but come on.
Conquest. Breakthrough. Rush. Our all-out warfare trifecta of modes delivers moments you can't
He watched
get.
Wonder Woman and got ideas. Oh my god.
And with Battlefield 6, we're giving you more ways to play, all infused with Battlefield's DNA. Team deathmatch. Squad deathmatch. Domination. King of the Hill.
Interesting.
The
Okay.
newest addition to our all-out warfare experience called Escalation, where teams are pushed to a final climactic battle that we think our players will love.
Okay. So what is it?
We've spent countless hours of playtesting
I love when
these
they
modes,
tell us about game modes and don't tell us what
working
actually the
alongside
game
our
modes
Battlefield
are.
Labs participants, and working to refine them and make them feel true to Battlefield's brand of immersive warfare. You can expect more maps, modes, and
Bro, I know it's such a little thing, but when they stab and then steal the dog tag, that's so fucking disrespectful. That's so disrespectful. I love it.
events as part of our post-launch seasonal content that we'll be telling you about closer to release.
And with the return of Portal, you can also build, share, and play your custom-created experiences.
This
What
new,
the
more
fuck is
powerful
this
version of Portal will enable creators to use an updated toolset that features editing tools that will let you create even wilder experiences. That's not all. In Portal,
Okay, who the fuck is gonna make the only up video game rendition in Battlefield?
newly redesigned verified mode.
That's
modifiers
sick,
will
dude.
allow players to
Hell
set up
yeah.
hardcore rule sets with one-shot kills, closed weapons, and so much more. All with full
I like that.
protection
Okay.
XP game.
With updates to our UI and navigation systems, it will be easier than ever to find and
That's
share exciting new
amazing.
experiences made with Portal.
Holy shit.
We can't wait to see what you create, share, and play.
Okay, it looks really good. I am concerned at the amount of hype that it's currently facing. I mean, even for me, right? I'm excited about it. I'm a little bit concerned because I know that we're all going to be expecting quite a bit from this. Like imagine someone's gonna make only up in this and it's going to be great. So I'm gonna look at this and see what the gameplay looks like from this.
Yeah. But now, like, look how much time you get with it, and on top of that, just so much content.
But again, like I said, this is not indicative of how the final build will look. This is not indicative of how the game is going to play.
That's the way to do it. So open beta is really truly open. That gives us so much input, both feedback,
think-
but also the data.
Let me
Players
lower this real quick.
playing.
I think another thing that I'm concerned about is that with 2042, it felt like you took so long just to get to a point or just to see another person. So I wonder if Battlefield 6 is going to be remedying that
Game development, that's just the
with a little bit better spawns and maybe their game modes seem to be varied enough that we may be able to see more action right away. This seems like there's action here, but this is
Yeah.
the domination mode, so it does seem like they are spawning near one of the points. So that's not.
Right?
This is not what normal modes are going to be like. I don't think so. I would love to see what it would look like actually spawning into a game, spawning into Conquest or something like that. So. Yeah, because in my opinion, that was one of the weakest parts of 2042 as well, was just how long it took for you to see another person and to get to the action, because by the time you run into the city, you're like, oh shit, well, I'm dead.
That's the true test, right? Everyone's
Yeah.
configuration,
Own
weird
setups, own
connection,
PCs,
yeah, wherever
everything
they live
different.
in the world, right? All of that.
Yep.
But that's
Part of the
what's gonna
test.
get
Yeah.
us.
Also, I wonder if
That's the beast known as
they have fixed the med bugs, because I know that when you they started turning up that volume, because I don't know if y'all remember, but in 2042 this was still like a reoccurring bug where if you tried to resurrect someone or use the the oh my god, the defib pads on someone, you just couldn't access them. Like the game acted like they were dead, which was a bit frustrating, but I'm assuming they may have fixed that. Hopefully. This is very interesting. I like this map a lot. It's very pretty. The graphics look crazy, but it almost looks too nice where the edges are very soft, if that makes sense. Like it looks so realistic. I have always struggled with being able to tell enemy from friendly in this game just because they blend in, and I mean that's how their military uniforms should be, blending in. But I do remember struggling with that a lot, especially in close quarters. When we saw in the trailer and the teasers, everything looked like it moved very quickly. There's a lot to pay attention to. But in watching this gameplay, seeing people on the outskirts, it doesn't look that busy. The UI is still a lot like 2042. Is it just me or does the UI feel kind of big? I don't know. Looking at this screen, it feels like a lot. Hopefully we can adjust that. Just because I would want to lower the size of this UI, I think. So, yeah, interesting.
There's also a plane in the sky too, so if he doesn't handle
they're just talking about this. Okay.
Yeah, nailing shots like that, it's so few and far in between where you're able to have it. When people really master that, it's great. But
That's cool.
Man. All right.
Kill off that too.
Yeah, tactical grid.
Oh, let me turn off the captions, actually. There we go. Hi, NJ. Thank you. It's not the size of the UI, it's how you use it. Well, the UI is just so much. I mean, I know it's in the corners, but for me, I have such a thing about UI being in the way. It just feels like a lot. It feels like clutter to me. It's not bad, but it does feel like it's bigger than I would like it to be. It doesn't need to be that big on the screen, so. And I have this full screen on my screen as well, so I get kind of a look of how it's going to be. Movement looks a lot smoother in this, though. I like it. It does seem a lot better. You can swap guns a bit easier, it seems.
That's nuts. But again, like you said,
it looks smoother.
It's revenge for all the trailers where there's a lot of helicopters dying.
Poor old helicopters, man. Those pilots haven't been doing great, but
it's pretty good.
I mean, for example, they do quite a lot of damage to helicopters if you get close. Like if you go in like optimal range for those, they hurt.
Visually, though, I know it looks gorgeous, but it is very funny because 2042 also looked really good. Battlefield just has been on top of it with graphics. And I feel like they kind of have to be, especially with having destruction and such. You have to make sure every single polygon is polished. I like the UI sounds, though. It's very, like, they're little details, but I really like it a lot.
drop-off scene crazy yet, but I kind of want to keep my eyes on it here, right? Because this is when the scale comes
pretty
in.
fast. I mean, that's one of those things too. We want to make sure that it feels super satisfying too.
You still have to press to open the door. You can't slam into it. That's so funny. Unless he could slam and he just didn't.
Not like the longest range.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
I would love to see some, like A to F combat happening. Like, get some people up
Is anyone on keyboard and mouse? Is it all controller?
Yeah, exactly. Like, I want to see that coming in because when people really nail that shot, especially when trying to lead a target.
You hope there's no tack sprint. I don't see. I haven't seen anything that looks like it, but who knows? Ooh, yes, snipe it. Oh God.
You're looking at that.
CDE? We'll take CDE.
Yeah.
You know?
That's funny. I love sniping in Battlefield. It feels so good. Hey, yo, that looks like a liver. That map looks like a liver.
Yeah, that southern side on the mountain.
Okay, that map actually doesn't look huge, which is very nice. I think that was the biggest issue with 2042 is that the maps were so big with very little in-betweens for running into action.
The key thing with those are damage zones, right? So the back is your...
Is where to go for.
Yeah.
Okay.
Mines, right?
An attempt.
And that is...
Oh!
Whoa, nice hit.
Look at his face. Look at
That was huge. That was amazing. Wow, that was awesome.
It's like dealing with the vehicles and stuff like that.
Yeah, this looks like capture the point. This looks like domination or something along the lines of that, Ivan.
It's really important for us that that doesn't become frustrating, right?
God, I do love sniping in this game, though.
We don't want to be like, oh, vehicles.
I am noticing a little bit of frame droppage here in the game. I do notice that, but it's so slight. I don't think it's that noticeable for the player when they're actually in it. So it's something to keep an eye on, though, when you're thinking about how the regular consumer is going to play. We're not going to have a dedicated server for people to play in one server like this. We're not going to have rigs built specifically for this game. So, ooh. Yeah, Conquest is their most popular mode. Adrian. It's so interesting when people who sniped it, he just decided to lay down in the middle.
was off.
That's funny.
This is 120 meters. That's far.
Now, again, this is me getting a little sweatier, I guess, but would there be bullet drop-off that would be counted by being on an elevator?
Oh, we get to look at the select screen. Okay.
So even if it was
I wish we could look at the menus a little bit more. That'd be nice.
sweaty little snipers out there taking notes, they're like, hang on it.
Yeah, Ivan, I know. I know.
That is true.
Is that a laser?
Yeah, just go get in a vehicle, man. RPG the hillside.
RPG the hills. That's it. I'll just layer C4 all throughout the hill. You know.
Man, even on YouTube, the bitrate is just tanking. The bitrate is trying its best.
Little Big Well right behind us here.
Love Little Big Well.
See what she could do.
And I've got to say, she's been pretty creative with the loadouts as well.
There you go.
There we go.
Teammate. Dragon Red.
Can't you drag them? I guess she chose to rose them there. I do like that a lot.
They might not be there mechanically top tier anymore.
But they know what to do.
But the squad part, when they play together, I mean, that's the secret sauce, right? And I think that's where Battlefield shines as well.
We saw it in one of the game modes earlier.
Interesting.
When they went for,
Okay.
like, a cap on one of the points. They were losing out in the gunfights.
I mean, looking at it now, it's definitely just it definitely looks like Battlefield, right? This is what Battlefield should be. I think he's. Wait, that's a ton of C4 he put on that thing.
Oh, it's loaded up with
This man is C4 obsessed. Blow him up.
Well, that didn't really work out for him.
Yeah, helicopter.
Tommy took out Timmy. Oh,
That's really funny. Yeah, Cloud, you can drag them to safety, which is why I was wondering why she didn't drag her teammate, but oh well. I love the kill sounds in Battlefield. It just sounds like a bunch of coins being dropped. It's the dog tag sound. It's great. I love it.
It feels different from any other Battlefield in the past, right? Okay, I know I'm not crazy.
No, we're really trying to amp that up. Like, we wanted to feel that the whole progression, whole flow of every action needs to go through and give
You feel it, like,
That's what you get for teabagging.
right? It's that arcade sidestep. And it's yeah, exactly.
Oh, thank you guys. Oh, is he trying it again? I think the thing is, it's just hard for. I don't think it's gonna happen, man. It's so easy to see a vehicle coming up on you, you know?
If we know anything about Timmy Toucans, he's gonna try again.
T-Pack to tank found out, I know.
You can't park there.
Oh no, tanks aren't supposed to go that way.
Oh boy.
I do love that they captured the massive size of tanks in this game. Look at this unit, dude. The whole top moving is, yeah, it's pretty good.
Even visually, it's kind of nice seeing these little like pop-ups on the left, kind of telling you what's going
Okay.
on as well.
It looks good. I am seeing some of your typical early Battlefield glitchiness, if that makes sense. It's very little things, honestly. It's very little things. It's the thing of when you have people in your vehicle, it seems to lag behind with their username and sometimes their body as well. But it's one of those things of that's kind of how it's been, so that's not a huge knock in my book. But it is very funny to see that here. I do love that you can attach to the vehicles like this now. You can just catch a ride.
The thing that blew my mind, it's a simple one. I know it's nothing really to do with like gameplay entirely, but kind of. We were messing around with some of the settings yesterday, and you guys put in a freaking noise gate on audio.
Catch a ride.
Crazy.
It looks good. I wish I could see this on my screen without the live stream bitrate. It must be limited. We do have the ability for 4K, but it's not quite hitting that. The bitrate, you can tell here that it's just dropping a little bit. There's so much happening. I think even with the dual PC, it's going to be very hard to see the proper graphics of this game just because there's so much debris, so many particle effects that are happening. Hope y'all are ready to upgrade your shit to play this game.
Flip over and,
That's actually kind of sick.
Yeah?
Wait, why is that got me so excited? That sounds like
Yeah, this looks pretty good. I'm excited for it. I am optimistic about it. I think it looks great. I think so far it feels more like what a Battlefield should be rather than what 2042 was. And I'm into it. It looks good. Game looks great on LAN. Oh, of course it does. It's a dedicated server. All of the rigs are built to handle this game specifically. Of course. Of course it's going to look good. But is it going to look just as good when it comes to the consumer? We'll see. We'll see. We'll also see when they do. If they're smart, they should do a network beta test. They should do that because the amount of people that will flood Battlefield 6 servers is just going to be so much that you really need to test that out. Beta's next week. Good. Yeah, they need a stress test. And the thing is, a lot of people like to bitch about, oh, this beta didn't feel good. The whole point of a beta is for developers to get information on how to better construct their game for launch so that it's better, that the final product is better. And it's always so funny when people are like, oh my God, the beta felt like shit. I'm not going to play the real game. Do you not understand? I think also a lot of it is that we've just been spoiled by companies saying, oh, this game is just in beta, which is just their way of saying, oh, the game is out. We want to earn money on it, but also we're constantly working on it. So that's our excuse, which is now live service essentially. So it's interesting. Hopefully people do treat the beta as a beta and are actually able to play and help give feedback so that Battlefield 6 comes out, you know, as best as it can, because 2042 had a really rough launch. It really did. I know, gamers being happy, gamers understanding, having comprehension, gamers giving proper critical feedback. We'll see. I'm excited for this, though. I think it looks good. I think this might be the first Battlefield that I could actually sink my teeth into. The more modern one, I mean, because we did play 4. I think we played 3 and 4 very casually. But yeah, I'm cautiously optimistic about this. It looks good. Looks good. We'll see when the beta comes out.